Well, hello ladies and gentlemen. So welcome in today's video tutorial. So in this video tutorial we're going to look at functions. So a function groups in a number of program statements into a unit and gives it a name. So first of all, we are going to write a simple program, a function program. So let's go to our dev compiler and write our program. So now that our environment is ready, so we're going to start with hash include IO stream. This is our header file, followed by using namespace std. So now we want to declare our function, which is void star line. We're going to be dealing with star line, right? Okay, open our parentheses. So let's write, this is our function declaration, yeah, yes. So now we are calling our main function int main. Okay, within our program we are going to call this. Okay, first of all, let me write return 0, right, before writing our code. Then we want to define our function, so we're going to write this outside our main function. This should be function definition, yeah. So we're going to write almost the same thing, star line, yes, our open bracket close brackets, then we open our, okay, within this. So what our program will do is it is going to print a certain number of stars within our program. So we're going to use for loop. So for int, let's say for int s, which means our star, right? For int s is equal to the number is, we are starting from 0, counting out the number of stars up to what, that's okay. Let's type s is less than or yes, less than 45. So what our program will do, it is going to print 45 stars. So you will see as we go on. So right now I say increment star plus plus, that means s plus 1. So now what our program is, it will print out, it should print out something to the screen. Okay, where's my key? Okay, a star, right there it is. Then after printing out those stars, yeah, let's put end line, or we can even put the same statement in the same line like this, yeah, just like this. It will be okay, it will be right. So let's go in the program and let's write our source code. So first of all, we just want to call this program, our function. We're going to call our function. This is how we call our function, which is called the star line function. So let me just write function call, yeah, or call to the function. So first of all, let's just save our program. Okay, it's either you press this one, compile and run, it will save everything. So let me just create a new folder called function star. Okay, just like that. Open just star program. Okay, let's run it. There's something wrong here. What is it? Return was not declared in the scope using hash include iostream, right? Return, okay, this one wrong spelling here. Okay, now let's press F11 on a Windows computer. There we have our stars which are being printed in a vertical line. Okay, this is not what we want here, so let me just see. Let's put our another C out here and run the program. It should be in a one line, just like this. Okay, there we have. So we want to print something on the screen to make our function more real. So first of all, I'm going to see out. Okay, what should we read here? Okay, data types, right? Data types. Then okay, data type. So it's more like a table. Tab. By pressing our tab key and then range. So after printing this, it should go to the next line. That's why we said end line, end L. So on our next line, what do we want? We need another what is it? Okay, we want to call our function which will print those string of stars. So let's run our program and see. I like running the program so that we can see where we are going. This program looks beautiful, as you can see. So then what's next? So okay, let me stop about talking about that topic. Okay, let's just deal with it. So now we want to call out to print something on our screen. Okay, I like leaving an empty line here. So our character, so int, okay, this sorry for saying int, is tab. Okay, our character ranges from -128, I think I still remember this, to up to 127. Then obviously we want to put our end in. We will need to go to the other line. So let's see our output. What did we miss here? We missed a semicolon. Make sure you always remember to put the semicolon. There it is. So our program doesn't seem aligned. So let me put another tab function. Let's run this program. Now it seems good. Okay, on the next line, let's say int. Int. Okay, int. So int is system dependent, depending on the system you are using, the number of bits of your computer, etc. Dependent. Okay, you can either use end-l or you can use this one /n. Yeah, that acts as a next line, or end-l. That's another method. So now let's just print a certain simple text, like, okay, long, right? I press the tab button keypad 3 times. Long. So long start. Okay, that's -3. Is it 3,147,483 or 5? Is it 3 or 5? Yeah, it should be 3 or 5. Yeah, 648 to. That's the range of long. To you just copy the same thing. It should be minus, should be positive. 2,147,483,002. Okay, to 640. It should be 7. Yes, there we have. Then you put our end line. Okay, there we have. After that, we need something like we need to call that our function where it prints those stars on our screen. It should be star line. This is how we call our function. Okay, everything is in place. Our semicolon are in order. Okay, there it is. Let's run by pressing F11 on our Windows computer. There we have. we have used a function, we have written a function program, and well, it showed us our output properly. So what I like about using function is that instead of writing, okay, let me close this, instead of writing this piece of code every time we want to print stars on our screen, we'll be just calling this function. So guys, thank you for watching this video tutorial. See you in the next video lecture.